Now, over to the US, where more of these anti-ice freaks, as I keep referring to them, because they are. I mean, these people are just absolutely bizarre. You would have seen footage we've been showing you for weeks now of people out toting guns, trying to keep ICE agents. These, of course, the people who are rounding up illegal immigrants in the United States, trying to keep them out of neighbourhoods, going around harassing people, driving white SUVs that look like they might be ICE cars, but not actually ICE agents whatsoever. And we have another ripper for you tonight. A nurse who was, until very recently, she's not now, you'll find out why, working at Virginia Commonwealth University, she has suggested that people should unleash biological warfare upon ICE agents.
Get on Tinder, get on Hinge, find these guys. They're around. If they're an ICE agent, bring some X-Lax and put it in their drinks. Anybody got any poison ivy, poison oak in their yard? Get some of that up with gloves, obviously. Get it in some water. All the medical providers, grab some syringes with needles on the end. Have them full of saline or succinylcholine, you know, whatever.
Now, look, she may well argue that she was doing it in a joking tone, but you know what? The problem is that when you have the levels of violence that we have seen around these ICE raids in recent weeks, you don't go around saying things like that, and you should expect that you're either going to be arrested or lose your job, and she has now lost her job, thank heavens. It's not exactly the sort of person you want as a nurse, going around suggesting that you should be causing harm to others. I think that sort of goes against the Hippocratic oath. And the other thing we've seen with ICE now is that they're going to take a couple of ICE agents over to the Winter Olympics in Italy, which kick off next month. And they will be there as guards for the Vice President J.D. Vance and the Secretary of State Marco Rubio. But now they're protesting in Italy and saying, don't let ICE in here. And they're all waving around these banners saying, oh, you know, ICE murder people. Oh, for goodness sake. The madness around this. And we should acknowledge that Trump is overnight changing his tune a little bit about what's happened in Minnesota and is sort of recognising that things have not gone as well as they should have. But the madness from these anti-ICE people and the way they've conducted themselves, and then for that to go overseas as well is just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. And it's also unbelievable, but all too typical, that the radical left consistently resorts to violence. And now even nurses, I mean, we've had our own dramas in Australia with healthcare professionals threatening violence against patients based on their background. But in this case, to actually incite violence and tell people to go out with syringes and hunt down ICE agents, that is just disgusting and repulsive and shows you the level of hatred that ICE is up against. And it also makes no sense because I think I said this a couple nights ago on the Late Debate. Obama deported over 3 million people. Tom Homan, the same man who was in charge of deportations under Obama, he was awarded a presidential award for his work in deporting people. He is the same person that is the head of ICE for Trump. He's doing the exact same thing. There were no protests when Obama did that, but there are so many now because it's not about law and order. It's not about illegal migrants. This is about destroying the Trump administration, sowing discord in the United States, and genuinely stoking violence. That's what they want. That is what these radical leftists and agitators want. They want violence and destruction.